The basic elements of music, lesson 39, chord progressions, and the focus is on harmonizing a melody. Presented by SARAHTIM Music Publishing, and we're near the end of our list, lesson 39. This is a worksheet that we'll cover at the end of the lesson. We're going to review a major scale. In this case, it's C major. It could be any major scale. And we're going to now transition from using our traditional numbering system to Roman numerals. This is the common practice for music theory. So we're going to add a third and a fifth above every note of the scale. And we're going to look and see which ones are major and which ones are minor. The one chord is major in a major scale, The one chord is major, so that means 4 half steps between 1 and 3 and 3 half steps between 3 and 5. The 2 chord is minor, and that's 3 half steps between 1 and 3 and 4 between 3 and 5. The 3 chord is minor. The 4 chord is major. The 5 chord is also major. The 6 chord is minor. The 7 chord is in a category by itself. It's diminished, which means it has the same number of half steps between 1 and 3 as it does between 3 and 5. And that's 3 half steps. And the last one, which brings us back to the 1 chord, is major. So if we're going to harmonize a melody, we're going to focus on, in this lesson, using 3 basic chords: the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. The other ones are all possible, but for this lesson and your introduction in this basic music element of harmonizing a melody, we're going to limit it to 1, 4, and 5. So our melody note is an F. So we want to add a harmony part to that F. So let's look for any of these chords that have Fs in them. Okay, the 2 chord has an F, but we're going to skip that for now. And the 7 chord also has an F, and we're going to skip that one also. So we're going to focus on using the 4 chord, which has the F in it. Okay. So we're harmonizing the F with a chord that has an F in it. In this case, the 4 chord is an F major chord. Okay, here's another note from a melody, and that's the note B. So let's look at our possibilities. We're looking for chords that have B's in them. The 3 chord does, and the 7 chord. But we're skipping those for now. So we're going to focus on the 5 chord, which has the note B in it. So we can use the 5 chord to harmonize our melody note B. And we're going to do one more. We have the note E. So the 3 chord has an E in it, but we're going to skip that one for now. And the 6 chord has an E in it, and we're going to skip that one for now. So that brings us to the 1 chord, C major, which has an E, which is the 3rd of the chord. So we're going to use the 1 chord to harmonize the melody note E. So you're going to focus on using 1, 4, and 5 for just your basic harmonization. There are so many ways to harmonize, but in these basic element lessons, we're just going to focus on these 3. So here's your worksheet. Your first note is E, second note is D, third note is C. So simple hot cross buttons, and we're going to limit our harmony to chords 1, 4, and 5. Okay. So we talked about the F can be harmonized with the 4 chord. So what you're going to do is just write the 4 chord F, A, C underneath the melody note in that second line. The same thing with the next melody note and then the next melody note. So your worksheet should look like this. For E, you have a C major, or the 1 chord underneath, and then you're going to draw a bracket from the melody note down to the chord tone that matches. Okay, and then you have D using 5 chord, and then C using the 1 chord again. So this is just a basic introduction into these are your options and the basic options for harmonizing these notes. So here's another worksheet using Merrily We Roll Along and then Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So your goal is to find a chord that will harmonize the melody notes. Okay? And then we'll go on to our last lesson here in this section, transposition. Okay? So we'll see you in the next lesson.